morning and welcome to the front page of our national dailies on News Poster NGTV. Looking at the Daily Trust paper this morning, CBN yet to release old notes to bank. And we also have governorship polls. INEC completes BVAS reconfiguration, begins deployment. Also on the front page of the Daily Trust paper, 12.9 million cyber attacks recorded during presidential poll, says Pantami. Moving over to the Blueprint paper, your supporters' agents must refrain from violence. We also have February 25th polls. We successfully blocked over 12 million cyber attacks, says federal government. Also on the front page of the Blueprint paper, man nabbed for defiling 10-year-old girl in Ondo. Moving over to this Nigeria paper, Saturday's governorship polls, not do or die. INEC warns. We've been directed not to talk about zoning of NAS office yet, Umahi. And also we have outgoing UK envoy louts NAS on passage of Electoral Act 2022. Looking at the front page of the Nigerian News Direct this morning, Oshogbo Ikirun Ilaodo Road, Adeleke lied, Oyetola's aide. And Saturday polls call your supporters and agents to order. Federal government wants parties. How 10th Assembly can achieve stability in governance. This is coming from Lawan. And on the front page of the First News this morning, Guber polls not do or die, INEC tells political party. And we have terrorism financing and fraud allegation. Order Emefiele to step aside for probe. 259 CSOS tells Buhari. We also have Kaduna ex-governor should swear they never stole from treasury, says El Rufai. And moving over to the Standard Times this morning, car crunch. Despite CBN's directive, some Nigerians reject old notes. And we have police presidential transition team must meet ahead of Buhari's handover. Landlord dies after tenant grabs his manhood over electricity bill. This is, of course, on page 9 of the Standard Time paper this morning. And going over to the Guardian newspaper, slow compliance despite CBN's order, bank ration old notes. We also have rule of law. Over 130 CSOs, lawyers insist on Bawa must go. Guber polls, INEC, NSA reads riots, acts once against violence. And looking at this day paper this morning, INEC to political parties see March 18th election as contest and not war. Delta governorship candidate debate on Arise News channel today. We also have Amechi says Wike a drunk spends 50 million weekly on alcohol. You can find all that on this day paper this morning. And moving over to the Daily Sun, Guber and National Assembly polls. NSA gives military security agencies marching order. Election, Ohanaeze asked federal government to address threats to Igbos in Lagos, Rivers and others, says members who visited Wike on private business. You can find that on page 27 of the Daily Sun. We also have presidential election. PDP, Atiku returns to tribunal with fresh application. And moving over to the Nation newspaper this morning, bank limits customers to 20,000 naira over the counter. Dosumu orders Lagos PDP big wings back Sanwo-Olu. And still on the front page of the Nation newspaper, global crisis likely to collapse out of 2 U.S. bank. And finally on the Punch newspaper this morning, we have bank ration old notes. NLC insists on 7-day ultimatum. We also have dollar bank/travel allowance and foreign school fees. Also on the front page of the Punch newspaper, INEC will prosecute electoral offenders with speed, says Yakubu. And that's all on the front pages of our national dailies this morning on News Poster NGTV. Many thanks for being a part of the program. My name is Olayinka Olatunji saying have a wonderful morning. A good morning to you all.